Ooh, money.
That's like 7K.
Are we sharing it?
That's 7K.
We can share 7K. Shall I tell you how?
How?
We can each take 3,500. I know math.
Oh my god. You're such a smart girl. Wow.
I know.
I thought you were going to say something stupid like I'll take the 7.
No,
you take
I
the
try
K.
not to make it obvious that I'm smart and
Yeah,
I can be fair. So we just... Hey people, what up, what up? It's your girl, Renoa Lola, and welcome once again to Otaku. I almost said Connect. Welcome to Otaku Scoop. It is I, your host, Renoa Lola, and of course I have my partner here with me. Not like partner, but like partner on Otaku Scoop. Anyway, here is him.
Here's him. I'm him.
No,
literally.
You're not, but sure.
Well, yeah. How have you guys been? Hope you've had a nice couple of weeks, because it's been a while. And yeah, I'm sure some people were wondering why we didn't release episodes consecutively. And I was wondering the same thing. To answer that question, we have Lola here with us. Please, Lola.
It's because Nigeria is hard. And you know, sometimes you have to take some days off to digest the suffering. You can't just suffer all the time and then pretend like everything is okay. That's not healthy. See a therapist if you're doing that. But you know, I was digesting the suffering. I don't know what Banana Warrior was doing.
This answer I just gave is like when they ask politicians question and they just go round and round and they don't say anything at all. It's like, what does digesting the suffering mean?
I'm learning from our presidents, please. That's how these things work.
Well, how have the last couple of weeks been? What did you do?
Well, let's see. I did a bunch of work, and it turns out a huge part of that bunch of work turned out to be, useless and worthless, and I gained absolutely nothing from it. And I am suffering right now, thinking about how I could have spent all that time doing something else that could have been productive or given me money. But you know what? These things have passed. All things have passed away, and I am very good at letting things go. I am definitely not holding on to the fact that I wasted all those days.
Of course you aren't. Well, that's cool. For me, I've been there, working. That's basically it. It's like Monday to Fridays. Work. So much OtakuTv work. Coming to the office and all.
The adult life. Filled with suffering and lies.
Yeah, but then I guess you can go to bed anytime you want to go to bed. So yeah, congratulations on that. Except now I want to go to bed by like 9.
Except now I want to go to bed by like 12 noon.
Okay, that's a whole different thing. Anywho, I watched Shogun. No?
Yeah, you said that before. I still haven't started it. I know you recommended it, but I still haven't started.
You should watch Shogun.
I know I should. I just haven't.
Listening to this podcast.
Emmanuel.
In the bathroom.
And Esther.
How do you know Esther is in the bathroom? Watch Shogun, please. I'm begging you. It's really cool. I mean, just watch Shogun. That's all I can say. I watched Shogun and I watched Solo Leveling.
Yay, Solo Leveling! Which I have been recommending to this dude for like how many years now?
The manga or the
manhwa, obviously.
Probably. Well, that's cool. I mean, I read the manhwa in 2020 when my manhwa craze started, when I read Noblesse and everything.
Yeah.
And Solo Leveling was still going on, so I don't know. I had to wait a couple of days and so.
But you went back to finish it, right?
No, I didn't.
Oh my god, who drops Solo Leveling?
This is what happened.
I can understand dropping anything else, but not Solo Leveling.
This is what really happened. I was watching I was reading Solo Leveling, and then after, the thing where it's so interesting, you have to wait for like 10 weeks so you get 10 chapters to read. And then I was like, you know what, I'm going to just wait for some few weeks, months, so I get some chapters to read. And then I waited.
No, you forgot.
And waited until, I don't know, I can't remember where I stopped.
To be honest, that is what happened to me with One Piece. Like, I literally stopped reading One Piece last year because I was like, I can't keep waiting every week to read one chapter. So let me just wait for like 10 weeks so I can read 10 chapters because it'd be fun. And I stopped like May last year. I haven't gone back. But the good news is the fact that I haven't gone back means there's a lot of chapters for me to catch up on. And since I can't remember where I stopped, I have to like go back further to start from the beginning of Wano again, which is awesome. Even though I was already at Egghead when I stopped. So, yay!
Well, at least you remember when you stopped reading. I can't remember when I stopped Solo Leveling either. It's like I just stopped.
Read the whole thing from the beginning. Solo Leveling is not long. It's not long like One Piece.
That's the thing.
You just
that
start
was in
over.
2020, the COVID era, where I had a lot of free time there was light.
You see, this is the excuse people make. People are always like, "Oh, I can't do this because of time," but like nobody's saying you have to finish the whole thing in one sitting. If you have 10 minutes to yourself, read the first chapter in those 10 minutes. If you have 10 minutes free tomorrow, read the next chapter. You have 10 minutes free next week, read the next chapter. It's that easy, even when watching anime. So I will never understand people that are like, oh, I can't watch this or I can't read that because I don't have the time. You're just convincing yourself that you don't have time. You will always have time to relax, at least at some point during the day. It's just your choice as to what you want to use that time for. And if you don't want to use it to read the manhwa, that's fine. You just say, oh, then you don't want to read it. But the whole excuse of time is just kind of, it doesn't work. Okay.
All right. Thank you so
do
much
it,
for
you
your
don't do it.
wise words, Lola.
I
As
know,
I was
I'm
saying,
really smart.
I just don't have time to read Solo Leveling. Literally. But I'm thinking of doing this because I watched the anime and frankly, I don't know. When I read manga, it's like after some time I just forget everything that happens. I don't know if it happens with you. With anime, I can remember. Actually, no, it probably happens with anime too.
It happens with anime more than manhwa for me. Like
No,
I can
for
read
me, it's with
manga and
manga
manhwa.
more.
I can remember certain panels like in my head. But you see anime, I forget everything.
You don't even get what I mean by forget. Like, it's not that I don't remember the images. Like, I forget the story.
Yeah.
And Solo Leveling and manhwas in general are harder for me because everybody has 3 names. They're like Park Ji Song.
It's because
Song
they're
Ji.
Korean
Like,
names.
and I have to remember the 3 names.
And it's not
I
3
don't have that much
actually.
space
His name
in
is Sung Ji-hoo. Ji-hoo is not like Jin-hoo, like separately. It's
Well, I
Ji-hoo.
see a space
So,
in between the 2 names.
It's just how they write it, but like normally it's
Am
just
I to blame for that? I don't think so.
Sung Ji-hoo.
I don't think so. It's
That's
not my
how it
fault.
is. And like for people who are used to Korean names like myself, I don't find a problem remembering
That's
names.
nice.
Like if they're memorable, because like I only remember one person's name from Omniscient Reader Viewpoint or whatever. You see, even the name of the man was lost somewhere here. I only remember. Actually, I don't even remember his name because I just
Sad.
tried to
You see,
remember.
thank you for reinforcing my point. As I was saying,
But like,
I forgot
It's
as
not-
I was watching the anime. I realized I had forgotten a lot of what happened in the manhwa. Like, I mean, as I was watching, I was like, "Oh, this part, this part, I remember now." But if you had asked me before I started
You would
watching
not
it, I would not
remember.
remember at all. And I'm feeling like, you know what, I'm going to read the manhwa
okay,
again.
in my defense,
after
I only remember
anime.
things from Solo Leveling because I've read it 3 times.
Well, some people have a lot of time.
It's not time. It's just that when I like something, I make sure there's space in my day for me to go back and do it. Plus, it's not like I read the whole thing in one day.
Aw, that's
I'm
like
not
me and
gonna
my-
look. I did not come to this life to suffer and work myself to death. If I don't have enjoyable moments doing things I like, then there's no point in being alive. I'm sorry, but if you can't make time to enjoy things, then you are not living. Anime fans, listen to me, because a lot of us these days are like, oh, I don't have time to watch anime anymore because of this and that. And I know adult life is hard, but what are you going to say when you're old? You spent your entire life working? That's sad. Make time for the things you love. You know, like conventions and crap.
All right, thank you so much, Lola, for another public service announcement.
I know, I'm so wise these days.
Well, I was saying, I'm thinking of reading Solo Leveling, but I'm not sure I'm going to read it yet because I downloaded the entire Marshall, like from where the first season stopped, the anime, and I was like, I'm going to read it. And then now, after some months, I don't know when
You still haven't read it.
Not only that, I still haven't read it. I've kind of forgotten what happened in the
You just start
anime.
from the beginning. Like, there's no problem. It's okay. In fact, forgetting is nice because it means you get to go back and start again.
I can't live like that. I'm sorry, because if I say I want to go back and read Marshall from the beginning because I enjoyed it in quotes, then what of the other ones I enjoyed that I can't really remember, huh?
you can make time in the future to go back, but right now
How many futures do I even have?
You don't have to
Bro.
What do you mean how many futures do you
Because
have?
I can't just go back and be reading and be seeing it as a good thing that I forgot, so I can
You
go
don't
back
have to-
and read.
No,
So
I actually
don't have that
like
time.
forgetting because it means I can enjoy it again a second time. Because let's be honest, a lot of the new stuff just do not measure up to the old stuff. And like, if I run out of, if I run out of things to enjoy and I've forgotten like a lot, like a huge chunk of the old stuff that I enjoyed later, I'm just gonna.
Yeah,
it
I
again.
can actually do that. What for the older ones that I watched earlier, like the Full Metal Alchemist and
See, for
Code
example,
Geass
I don't
and the
remember anything that happened in Bleach, which is awesome.
rest. Is it?
Which means I get to read the manga from the beginning. Because I swear to God, I kept saying I was going to catch up with Bleach, but then I realized I don't remember anything.
Yeah, I was watching Classroom of the Elite 2 because when season 2 came out, I didn't remember season 1. So I went and watched season 1 then and watched season 2. And then as season 3 is out and I'm like, okay.
I can't remember either.
I
So I
can't
have to
remember
watch
season 1 and 2, but I'm not going to watch season 1 because, come on, I've watched it before. So I just watched season 2.
Really? I'm gonna watch season 1 and 2 before I start season 3.
How many futures do I have? I can't just keep going
Do
back.
you plan to die tomorrow?
No, like
exactly.
I can't just keep going back to read everything over and over and over again now.
Make
So when
plans
season
to
4
do
comes
so.
out, do you know how recursive that is? No, I can't do that, please. But anywho, Solo Leveling, my opinion on Solo Leveling, the anime, is that drum roll, please. Solo Leveling anime is certified fresh.
Okay, this is the first time he hasn't called something mid. So let's clap for him.
Thank you.
Banana Warrior is growing as a person. I'm proud of you.
Thank you so much. I'm learning to let people enjoy things.
You've grown so much. Most of that is,
Yeah, nope, I don't think so. 0 credits. Well, yeah, I enjoyed it though. I am enjoying it rather because I still haven't finished. But I know that he said arise at the end. But he didn't say it in English.
He said it in Japanese, obviously.
Why did he say it in Japanese?
Why wouldn't he say it in Japanese?
He should not have said it in
the
Japanese.
arise is a translation, the same way every other thing they've been saying is a translation. Then they would have just said everything else. That's why you watch the English.
I'm sorry, everybody, but I don't know the original Korean what do they call it? Like the manhwa. I don't know what he said in the original Korean manuscript.
He said arise.
In Korean.
How would I know? He said arise.
That's what I'm saying. He said in English or in Korean. That's what I'm asking. That's what
he said it in Korean.
Said it in Korean.
But you see, it's not like, because people keep comparing it with Shadow saying I am atomic, even though the anime was in Japanese, but he still said the words.
Yeah, I feel like he should have said it in English because please, thank you very much. Before you speak, Lola, I'm not trying to say that saying it in Japanese is a terrible thing. I mean, it's not the end of the world. I mean, he just said arise. People say arise all the time in church. Arise. I mean,
arise, oh Lord, let your
exactly.
enemies.
People say arise all the time, but I mean, I just feel like there's a huge number of people that
were really hyped up to hear him say arise.
Yeah, and I feel like
arise.
a lot of people would have read it in English. Maybe not as many as the Korean people. I don't know either.
No,
but
to be honest, I did expect him to say arise, as in arise the word as well. But I don't have a problem with him not saying it because there's still gonna be like the English dub, and the English dub actor is actually quite good because I've seen the actor. I follow his Instagram, and his voice is awesome. No, I don't watch like dubbed anime usually.
Is he Yuri Lowenthal? Is he Yuri Lowenthal?
What?
Is he Yuri Lowenthal?
No.
No? Well, then I don't give a shit.
No, his voice is really great. So when he actually says arise in the English dub, I know it's going to be awesome. So you guys should just watch that. I don't know if the English dub comes out the same time the Japanese
I don't think I don't know why there's even a lag, because I guess there should be a lag, but I don't know why there's that much of a lag.
Don't they come out the same time?
Not all, hardly ever. Only for like Netflix, I think.
Maybe Solo Leveling does. I don't know.
Is Solo Leveling a Crunchyroll original? That's another question I had. I'm not really sure.
I think so.
You think so? Well, if it is, then they have redeemed themselves from the failures of Noblesse and the other shite they put out some years ago. I'm so disappointed. I was so disappointed in them.
See, we almost made it an entire episode without hearing Banana Warrior say he's disappointed. But you know what?
Extremely disappointed with Crunchyroll for all that rubbish they put out. So what was that? Noblesse Okay, I don't know Tower of God. I didn't watch Tower of God.
Attempt watching
God of High School. I don't really like the manhwa either.
Tower
so I
of
didn't
God
really
is
care
great.
about the anime.
Not the anime because I haven't watched the anime. I read the manhwa, so I'm like, yeah, I love Tower
But
of
you
God.
see what they did to Noblesse. They should ask forgiveness from God because they won't get it from me.
Wait, rewind. Did you just say you did not like God of High School?
I didn't really like God of High School manga, so I didn't really rate the anime either. I'm sorry. I have the problem I have with God of High School is kind of the same problem I have with Bleach, but magnified times like 100. Two people are fighting. Bro, two people are fighting. Okay, fine. People fight all the time. You have swords, kicks, whatever. Alright, no problem. But how almost all the fights are in God of High School is that two people fight and they kick somebody and the sun goes off, kick somebody and the building collapses. And I'm like, okay, which kick is actually going to end this fight? There's no tension. It's like in Naruto, you know that if this guy gets you the Rasengan, this fight's over. So there's like tension in the fight. But then you kick someone and then the sun goes off and the person is still standing. So, oh yeah, which kind of kick will you not kick the person again? So
basically, he's saying there's no special move that has. It's kind of like in WWE. Like if someone gives you
a finisher, exactly.
Yeah, if someone gives you like a DDT and they pin you to the ground, I know for a fact that the person on the ground will kick out.
Exactly, but they give you an RKO.
If Balor gives you his like coup de grace, or you get an RKO, or you get like a Claymore kick from Drew McIntyre, you guys should watch him at WrestleMania today. I just had to sneak that
What's
in.
up with this dog?
Anyway, look, we're just gonna have to work with it like that because I don't know how to get a shot. I think someone passed and did something.
Okay, because we're against violence against animals, we're just going to leave the dog to keep barking.
Yeah, and you guys get to enjoy the sound of my baby girl. Her name is Nami, named after the One Piece character Nami. So
nobody asks.
I'm still spreading the information. They got it.
But anywho, you get what I mean with God of High School. It's like I don't mind them kicking somebody and the sun goes off. That's fantastic. You should do that every day. But come on, there should be. What is the thing that we like? Even in Naruto, but even the toughest characters, if they got stabbed with the kunai, we knew that this guy is going to die. You understand? It's like all these Marvel movies or DC movies where they just hit each other and scatter buildings and they fight so long until the author is like, all right, this movie is going to end this fight. I mean, kick somebody, let the sun explode. Even I don't care at all.
It's just the godification of all the characters. I know that's not a word, but that's the only thing I don't even mind.
Like, okay, but there should be something now.
That's the thing.
There should be something that I'm looking forward to. Like, okay, like you know how you see that Obito and Minato fight where Minato and Obito is like, if I touch him, like this fight is over. And there's so much tension. Like, okay, is he going to touch this guy? We know what we're looking out for. But here I'm just looking at boom. Boom.
The thing we got off
what the hell is that?
Even though all their moves are
I'm not
the same.
done. Please, I'm not done. It's not even the godification or whatever. It happened right from the beginning of the manhwa. Even in that their high school
competition when they were doing
it's like they're just fighting. I don't know what the finishing move is. Can you give someone a tombstone on concrete? Yes, you can. Person stands up and is okay. Kick somebody, the whole place scatters, no problem. I don't even mind because it happens in other anime like One Punch Man and stuff like that. But One Punch Man handles it so well. The anime that I know that handles it so well is Naruto. Because even if it's not stated or it's not a character that can regenerate, well, someone like Madara and Hashirama stabs him a kunai, he's going to die. Nobody cares that it's just a kunai or some other shit like that. But no, God of High School, they fight. The author is like, okay, this final kick, two of you are going to run. I swear, this is how almost every fight ended.
They come from opposite sides. And then the person with like the most energy, like the force.
The same punch I've been punching each other since.
No, it's how these things happen.
Kai. Sorry.
I'm not going to let you bash God of High School, but I don't know how to contend with the whole fight thing. It's like I want to say something, but I was not reading God of High School because of the fights. I just really like the story, and I really love him.
What do you mean? The story is the fights?
Yeah, but like I'm okay with the fights. I'm okay with how they are. I'm fine with it.
And that's one thing I like with Solo Leveling. Solo Leveling does not follow these routes. It's like an RPG. Very organized and all, you know. Stab, poison, 1% HP. Like there are rules. Rules.
Arise.
I mean, even when they are flinging him and knocking him on buildings, HP is reducing. And that's wonderful. And I like that in this Solo Leveling, they did not cut out like how they cut in Noblesse or even in God of High School.
God of High School anime did not have anything, honestly. I loved the song. I loved the closing theme song.
The animation and everything.
It was just when the animation was great. But like story-wise, it just felt like there was so much missing. If you hadn't read
Yeah.
the webcomic, and you're watching God of High School, you think it's a completely different story.
Yeah, actually.
Like, there was no correlation. You're like, okay, so what exactly is this anime about? You would not know.
It's about a god.
Like, but people
Of
don't
high
even
school.
know, because from the beginning it's just that competition, and then
literal
no one actually knows these characters or how they're going to grow, whatever. And the friendship just felt so forced.
I don't know. I didn't.
The
I
whole
didn't finish
Handewi
the
thing.
anime God of High School because I got irritated. God, the anime even tried. Look the manhwa.
I liked the manhwa. I made it up to
There's
like
this thing they used to do in
chapter
manhwa.
500 or something.
There's this thing they used to do in manhwa with that. What's the main character self?
Jinmori.
Yeah, Jim Mori. At least he has two names. As I was saying, there is this thing they used to do in
It's still
manhwa
the
with
same.
Jim Mori. As I was saying,
It's still the same.
I
It's
see
just that
space.
Mori is easier.
I pronounced the space.
There was a space.
There is a space. It's still there. As I was saying, there's this thing they used to do in manhwa with Jim Mori, where he's about to kick someone, and they do like this whole how should I say? Should I say like frame, shadow? What's the name? After image thing in the
Oh, where
manhwa.
you're scrolling and scrolling and scrolling and
Bro,
scrolling, and the
that
kick
thing
is
used
not
to-
ending.
It used to irritate me.
They use that to make the chapters longer.
It used to irritate me because why are they showing me different colors of his shadow or his
They
after
use it
image?
to make the chapters longer, so it's
Oga,
not
if
like
you
you're
kick somebody, I beg. Which one I saw this one?
I think it's good that they stopped the anime, because I can't imagine what it'd be like when they get to that point in the manhwa where there's like so many Jinmoris, because he came back and he had like so many different forms. I don't know how people would even watch that, because even when I was I had a tough time reading that part, but I still pushed through because I like God of High School.
I didn't even reach that far.
It was really tough
Fighting has
for
turned-
me, because
has
I was
turned me off. I'm sorry.
the fight did not turn me off. It was that part that turned me
Yeah.
off, because after he died and then there were like 4 Jinmoris, and I'm like, okay, which one is the real one? Is that actually a real one? What are the other ones? Are they all Jinmori, or what? Are they clones? What is happening? It was so annoying, but I made it to the end, and then I understood what was going on. I don't want to spoil anything, but sure, I think that was already a spoiler, but still. I'm sorry.
No problem. But yeah. Back to Soul Leveling, an actual good manhwa.
Oh God, you don't have to put one down to appreciate the other one.
I don't know. I don't hate God of High School, please.
You hate God of High School.
I just don't like it.
There's no difference. You hate God of High School.
I just don't like it. It's just weird. I mean, come on. For an anime that is a manhwa that is centered around fighting, the fights are really not good. Not well depicted, if you ask me. But yeah, back to Soul Leveling. Soul Leveling is cool. I like the arts, everything. I was worried at first that the first was it key visual that they released. He didn't look like Song Jin-woo to me.
Yeah, he looked different. But
Yeah, he
then
looked like another
I
character
was
entirely.
just waiting to see how they would improve on the character, because Song Ji-woo actually changed a lot over the
Yeah.
chapters. So I was like, okay, yeah, he's going
And
to
they
look
did,
different in the
did
future.
well. In a way that you will not even realize until when the other characters are saying
That he
yeah, he has
yeah.
changed.
Even when reading it, that's the thing I found amazing, is that the artist, the way they drew the character, it's like you could see the transformation of Song
Yeah,
Ji-woo.
so
But if
little.
you are reading it, like you go to the first chapter, you see Song Ji-woo, and then you go all the way to like chapter 150, you're like, is this the same person?
And you
The
will not know
problem,
when
yeah, the problem is that
exactly.
when you're reading, you don't actually notice the
I
changes
know.
until
Hats off to them. for
he's
pulling that
really
off.
this really hot character that's simp worthy.
Okay, so I
and
was saying.
you would just not let me simp in peace.
Well, yeah, Soul Leveling is cool, please. I wish he had said Arise. Like a responsible Song Jin-woo, but it's fine. I don't think that really affects the anime anyway. I was seeing people talking about it, but I knew that even if he had said it in English, people would still complain. I was so sure. Well, yeah, Soul Leveling is nice.
Anyway, I heard it's been confirmed, like the season 2 has been confirmed, which is awesome, because it means the anime is making progress. It fits the hype, and everybody's looking forward to the second season, where
Yeah.
you'll meet some of my favorite characters,
Yeah, maybe
like-
he says Arise in English.
like
one of
Beru.
the times. I can't
If you don't know who
remember
Beru is, then go and read the manhwa. And I don't want to spoil anything by saying who Beru
I mean, you
is.
can just
'cause,
tell
like-
us who Beru is, because any responsible person that is interested in Soul Leveling has already.
yeah,
read
and
the
it's
manhwa.
ended for years. So if you haven't like read Solo Leveling, I don't know what you're doing with your life.
But yeah, we'll think about it.
Beru is like the second like 2D ant I've ever had a crush on. So.
Oh, Beru is the ant guy.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah, so it was like, oh my
Did you
god.
just say you
I
had
love
a crush on?
it.
Yeah.
On Meruem, obviously.
Ew.
Oh my god, you didn't like Meruem.
Alright, guys, welcome to the end of this podcast.
Oh my god, you are not ending it. What do you mean by ew? You
No,
did
you
not.
just say you had a crush on an ant.
I said the second
what?
2D ant I've
That
ever
doesn't make
seen
any
for.
sense. But no, I did not like Miriam. I say this again. I did not really rate Miriam. As an aunt, as a human, as whatever the flip
Miriam was like, oh my god!
I'm sorry.
Like,
People say he's one of the greatest villains of all time.
I don't see
And that's
Miriam.
wonderful.
I don't see Miriam as one of the greatest villains of all time. I like Miriam as a character because you get to see how he develops this sort of feelings. Like when he was made, this is like a weapon that was created. He was made to destroy, to kill things, and he actually was.
He wasn't even a weapon.
He was
If you think
perfect.
about it, he was just empty.
He was just exactly,
like a blank
because
canvas.
they told him he was a king, and then he just decided to be a king. He knew nothing.
Exactly.
But then at the end, when he finally started to learn things, from the blind cute girl, and
The blind cute girl with Qatar, please.
can you just
Don't
like
forget that detail.
forget the
But actually, I
forget
don't
the
mind
smell.
Miriam as a character.
I like that he was
I feel like
starting
that
to
part
grow.
that part was good, but the incidents surrounding that part, I don't know. Felt like it could have been a little better paced, if you ask me. I watched the anime. I didn't read the manga. So one part that annoyed me in Hunter x Hunter. This is us digressing, by the way. Just before ending this episode, is that part where that guy that has the degenerate Japanese high school haircut. You know that haircut like that.
Yeah, I know.
He put one thing that was absorbing. I think it was
Oh,
absorbing
yeah.
I think it was Yopi.
He put it on.
Bro, that thing was on Yopi for like 5 episodes or so, and it was absorbing his aura and everything. And guess what happens
And,
at the 6th
and then he
episode?
took it off because I hated that part too because it was annoying. I was like, dude, you worked so hard to join this guy for what?
Bro.
For you to take it off and then still let him have like his
The whole thing
complete
back.
power. Like,
Why did I
dude,
even
there
watch
was
the last 5
there was no
episodes?
point.
like, bro, I was so pissed when I watched that part.
No,
I was like,
I always forward that part
why
when I'm
did you
watching the
make me watch
Chimera
the last
onto
5
R.
episodes?
No, I always forward that part because it's always so annoying. I'm like, dude,
And another thing,
No.
that whole arc was just weird because I think
Sharples.
Netero sacrificed himself and actually killed
his arm and one leg.
Yeah, no, he actually sacrificed himself without nuclear atomic
Oh,
bomb thing,
yeah.
Rose, whatever, and then he actually killed
Mera.
Mera. And then guess what?
He regenerated.
And I'm
and
like, bro, why did you even make me watch the entire fight? Why did I just keep
because Meruem was like an evolving character. I feel like that part was important because it got to show
I
that.
understand that part.
Yeah,
is
he
even
was.
better than that Yopi part.
No, the Yopi part was annoying to no ends, but I can understand why Meruem had to come back because this is an evolving character. They already said this is like the ultimate. When they called him king, it meant like he was like the perfect combination, the perfect specimen. It's not something you can get rid of just because you sacrifice yourself. No, sacrifices will be made, but you need to understand that Meruem is superior. I loved that guy.
Congratulations to you.
I mean, let's not forget the fact that he was literally like a week old or something. We don't do that here.
Of course. I never expected this from you.
He was a baby. Let's just say I appreciate the character.
You appreciate.
I appreciate the character.
Okay,
Well,
I appreciate that.
we don't do underage
You
here.
appreciate them a lot. All right, though.
So, like I said, we're forgetting about Meruem for now. Let's go to Beru, the ants that you guys are going to meet in the future if you keep watching Solo Leveling.
Bro, that's going to
awesome.
be like season 3 or 4.
I don't
I
really.
think
I was
it's
expecting Beru to show up in season 2.
I don't know what happened.
But no, I feel like it's because of the way they are pacing. Because I'm surprised that
the pacing is actually really good.
I'm surprised that the first season ended with people only meeting Igris. I really thought they would have gone further with the first season. But I love that they're slowing it down because if they had rushed it the way they do with most things, like God of High School, we would have hated it.
Terrible.
So I like that they slowed down the pacing to let us actually enjoy the anime, which is great.
Yeah. Watch Solo Leveling. I hereby approve it.
100% recommended.
Yeah, I won't say 100%, but yeah, I do recommend it. Alright, guys. What do you think about Solo Leveling if you watched it? Manhwa, anime, whatever. And of course, Shogun. Watch Shogun.
Forget about Shogun. Let's focus on Solo Leveling.
Watch both of them. Make time, in the words of someone I know.
You just said you
Make
did not have time.
To watch both of them. Yeah, so what do you think? What do you think? We'll be watching it. Let's know in the comments.
And of course, don't forget to subscribe in case you're watching us or listening for the first time. We're here.
And tell your friends, your little Solo Leveling anime otaku friends in school.
Or in church.
Or at work.
Or in hell.
Okay, I think this is time to end this episode.
Hey, bye.
Have a nice week.